Well, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down! Ready! You ready? Hey, here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Ito Smith, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball.
Now it's Ryan. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check 26, check 26. Off 51.
Room here to run. That one good for 33 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Ready? Ready? 50 seconds, come on. Man, I got you.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Another try for Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go now with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cut.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Pick me up. Here we go. Big ass. Set up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Adams on the hookup. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. I'm coming. Hold on. Check it out, read. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Play slow. Drive on. Check.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I'm on.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
On the ready.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Check 45. Check 45 is the mic.
From the gun, Jackson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Hey, 59, ready. Get the step of Mike. Double dog. That's the way. 64, weak. SOS. Check 90. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry for Smith. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down.
57, Mike 57. 54, South.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
On the ready.
Mike 57. And I'm coming after you.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
You're on line, baby. Get this. 21. Switch.
This time Ryan will throw. Flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A carry for Foreman. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
But there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
You got nothing today.
On second down now, Foreman, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Foreman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Able to find Shaheen here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Foreman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
He may try to run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike 54. Too little, Captain. Check 43.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 3. Squish.
Hey, South.
Mike 3. Combo.
Now Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Godwin, 59 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Jackson. Is complete to Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. It's Miller. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike's by 4. Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again is Jackson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
49-yard line.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
Again, Jackson. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Check nickel.
Jackson throwing again. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 49 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Falcons take
Come on, now. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action with Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. He's got Smith here. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Falcons.
21. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Gun.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, this one's knuckling it. It just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Check safety. Check safety. Set. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
57. Come on. You better bring it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line, Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Minus 57, 56 jack. Ready to go.
Ryan wants to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Ready, go ready. Go ready.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On 1st down, Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They're running it. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first Thursday night game. Also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Camera action, living in a dream. Now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me